Hi there, welcome to the Tuesday Night Music Show where we occasionally actually talk about music. We've got Damon from Dearborn, we've got John from somewhere around Boston, Jay
Quincy.
in SoCal, and Brian in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And he's proud and he's muted. He'll figure it out in a minute.
This Zoom thing is new, I know.
It's brand new.
Technology, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Right. So, I saw a question today on the interwebs that I thought was pretty good. And I thought I'd rephrase the question a little bit and throw it out to the group and see what kind of answers you had. Let me see if I can figure out the proper wording for this. Knowing what you know now, if you had to start over from scratch, completely from scratch, with music, and fill 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all back catalog stuff, plus your currents, how would you do it today in 2025? That's the question. Who would like to go first?
How would I feel it? That's a good one.
It's like how would you start all over again from scratch?
Well, because everything we know has been changed. We can't fall back on. I would go to the used CD store.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with online. But if you're going online today, so this is assuming I know what I need from music.
You know what you know
I
now.
know what I need. Okay, I know what I know now.
We're going to start there. And then when we're done, we're going to go back and think of ways that we could do this not knowing what we know. Maybe we're not old men like everyone in this room is. Maybe we just started a few years ago. Maybe we're just getting started. Maybe we don't know older music. But first, knowing what you know now, what would you do?
I'd rely on Billboard top hits for the old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd look back at 40s, 50s, 60s, be like, what were the Billboard top 10 for that year? What were the top whatever for that period? And rely on big hits for the old music, because that's the reality of it. You're playing the number 1 and 2 songs of those years. You're not diving into this song barely charted in 1953. Okay, then you're probably not playing it.
Right. But it hasn't.
And it would be nice.
Yeah,
but it would be nice to have maybe.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I think we're probably all, whether we'd admit it or not, in agreement that we all have way more music than we need.
Yes, and I'm going to address that a little later on the video too.
Okay. So
I do want to specifically address that topic.
Mm-hmm. In that case, that's part of where I would draw back. I wouldn't have the top 100 1920s songs like I do have that I bought on Apple Music.
Someone just posted they were doing a gig like for a 60-year-old that was a 1920s theme too. I'm like,
call me up. Really? I got you covered.
There were
100 of that stuff.
It's
Scott
weird.
Joplin.
You are the man, right? You're the man for the job.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. It's all there.
A lot of that. A lot of like Louisiana brass bands.
Do it. Bees do it. Yeah. Wow.
I would definitely bow out of that gig because I don't do that.
But I mean, even if you weren't doing it yearly, like Jay said, greatest hits of an artist is a great place to start if you know you have a hot artist. If you have a Dua Lipa or a Madonna, you'd start taking a look if you can get compilations that would pretty much span the career. And some artists have been around long enough that they've done it 2 and 3 times.
Right.
That it's the original, I think how many greatest hits Rolling Stones records are in?
Oh, sure. Or Elton John.
Every 10 or 15 years, greatest
Elton
hits.
John's got to have 6 of them.
Yeah.
At least.
This stuff keeps coming. But I mean, knowing what your crowd needs in front of you, I mean, that's a good spot of music to have because a lot of those people are still in attendance at a lot of these events to show them at least that you acknowledge that they're there. But greatest hits, like I wasn't really a big Seeger fan growing up, and I remember getting the greatest hits record. I'm like, this is probably all I'm ever going to need, unless I chase down like Catman or something weird.
Name a song that isn't on the Tom Petty greatest hits. Like literally 18 tracks.
Right. Every song that you know that he ever
every
did
song you need, it's on there.
Yeah, they missed Zombie Zoo, but I mean, who listened to that one?
But again, how many times has somebody asked for that?
Right, that's the problem.
Nobody's asking. Hey, do you got American Girl? Yeah. You got Last Dance?
You got Lucky? Yeah.
Sure. You got Refugee by chance? I sure do. You got Learning to Fly, as a matter of fact.
Track 14, it's there. Yeah.
It's right here.
It's there.
Yeah.
That's assuming you can still get your hands on CDs, and that's if you found DJs that were retiring and getting out of the business, and you had a working CD player or something that you could rip.
Well, what about Goodwill?
Digitize.
Yeah, but are we is that part of the question? Are we going back to the old media?
Why not?
No.
It's there and it's cheap. I mean, I was thinking about. I had some time to kill today. I was going to go record shopping, but it didn't work out. That's another video. But I'm thinking to myself, hey, I could go into Goodwill. The albums are at a premium, the CDs are not. So they're giving the CDs away. And people are getting rid of this stuff because even older folks like us are burning all that stuff to MP3. They're ripping into their computer. They don't need the physical media anymore. So they're giving it away and they're selling it for nothing. As far as how do you rip it if you don't have a CD player or a DVD player or whatever on your computer? Buy one. They're like $20-$30.
Yeah, with a USB connection, and it'll look like it was built in. I don't think any of my new laptops now have a CD, DVD, ROM.
They're not going to, but you can buy these drives for next to nothing, brand new on Amazon, and rip this stuff in. And you get auto tag and all kinds of neat stuff.
Skip that though. I think we collectively would be like, man, it's cheap to get CDs. I hate to say this and disparage the incredible profession and audience that I surround myself with as a proud DJ, but I think you'd see stealing go on at a level that's never been copied.
So
I think people literally try to buy hard drives off each other. I think they'd be doing the $10 a month for those illegal services.
I'm going to take the position that anything I suggest today is going to be legal.
Good.
I'm not going to suggest anything that's not.
No, but I think that's
because
going to
it
be a
could
channel.
come back and bite you. And there's a lot of reasons. I'm going to suggest good legal ways to get something that's solid, something that's good. And hear me out, because I've thought about this. The first thing I would do, and it's going to be to Jay's surprise, is that I would look at online streaming music services specifically for DJs. Like Tidal, for instance. There are others.
That'll cover you for the time being.
Well, here's what I was thinking. If you could commit to a year's subscription to Tidal, just in your brain, commit to that.
Yep.
As gigs pop up and as things get requested, what a person could do is download these songs that are hot into the cache, which you can keep even if you're offline and play.
Not in Tidal.
You can't. There's no cache on Tidal?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I've heard.
Then I take that back. I've
heard people say and it makes no sense, but I'll repeat it. I've heard virtual DJ will cache it until you play it for 3 days. In the future, there should be a caching system built in. But as of today, at least with Serato, as a DJ program, there is no caching. I can download Tidal on my phone and play it offline like an album. I've done that on a plane. But as far as DJing with it as a DJ tool, no.
You can on VDJ with their download services that they offer. The way it works
with Tidal.
I don't know about Tidal. I know that a lot of the other things that they have there, you can. I know you can for the video service. I know you can for the karaoke service.
I wonder why they do that. What's the benefit to the service to let you play it offline?
Well, hear me out. And this makes total sense. So I did this karaoke build for the corporation Swisher Sweets that we're going to go on tour. You guys know that I did this Welcome to Rockville thing. And I had this list of demands that they wanted. What they wanted to do is they wanted to be able to do karaoke, they wanted to be able to do it legal, and they wanted to be able to do it offline. So what we did was we got a license from whatever the karaoke service was at the time on Virtual DJ. Legal service was there. And then we figured out what songs we wanted people to perform. We picked 50 songs. We downloaded them into the cache of the computer. Okay? So anytime we were offline, we could play those tracks. However, once a month, at least once a month, you had to log on to VDJ, which in turn logged on to the karaoke service. And that service and VDJ made sure that your subscription was in good standing, at least every 30 days. And as long as you were, all was well, you could keep playing your songs. So, yeah, that was the deal. You go out, okay, I'm going to log on Friday. My gig starts Monday. I'm going to play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be fine. Well, next month, I go out to the gig, and I can't use any of my tracks. What's going on? Oh, I forgot to log this computer on. It's been in storage for a month. So you log on to VDJ, and it's like, oh, yeah, you're paid up. You're good for another 30 days.
Yeah, and everything comes back and it's playable.
And everything comes back and you can play it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the benefit. You can play offline. Folks like Jay lives in Southern California. Everywhere he is has great, stable Wi-Fi. It's not a problem. You can get internet anywhere in California, and it's good and it's fast and probably next to free. That is not the case in the rest of the country. If you have Verizon phone service here, you cannot use it at my kid's house. And oddly enough, you can't use it at my house either. It doesn't work. T-Mobile does, but Verizon doesn't. But T-Mobile doesn't work great at my kid's house.
Right.
So there are dead areas in the flyover places between New York and Los Angeles. There are places that do not have Southern California internet. So we have to be mindful of this, especially when we're doing things like barn events in the middle of nowhere.
And I've had those gigs where I cannot get online. Like they're either, I have one this Saturday, private event. And I think I told you guys, I got a Spotify list of 130 songs, and I used a program to flip it into Tidal.
Yeah.
Well, I can go through it at home, no problems. But the catch-22 is I get to the gig if I can't hotspot my phone. So the solution with Spotify is if you have a pro plan, you can download a playlist online to then play it offline. The compromise is you can't use a DJ program. So like I saw your post about algorithm. You can't play Spotify in algorithm.
No, you can't. You used to be able to, but you can't.
You used to. And there's rumors.
Right. Well,
But
not yeah. I didn't want to get too far off topic on this.
No. I'm just saying, to answer your going online, offline, which,
Yeah. So
Spotify doesn't have karaoke, Eric said. No, that's true.
My thought was this. If you can commit to a year, you can, as you gig, figure out what people are listening to.
Right.
And as you figure that out, you can either purchase these tracks or do your thrift shopping, go to the Goodwills, go to the St. Vincent de Paul's, go to the used CD store, or go to the garage store where they're giving these things away. Look for those collections. Those really good old collections. Lou Paris actually made a really good suggestion. The old Time Life collections were really good.
Yeah,
Sounds of the 70s was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I have it.
I have that.
It's in a
Good
machine.
series. I have those. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I have that.
It's not missing much. It's missing a few things.
Now
but
that's
not much.
music. You could get we did Murder in the 90s with Now That's Music.
Now that's what I call music. Yeah.
I was pulling up great tracks when I was on the boats and I needed to build a collection.
Right.
I leaned into used copies of Now That's Music.
Mm-hmm. Now there's going to
Because
be
it had everything I needed for the most part.
And
There's
more.
gonna
And
be-
stuff you didn't know you needed.
Yeah.
Until you're like, oh, I know
Right.
this. This is on here too. What? Yeah.
There's going to be weird things that you don't know that you need, and or you find out that are not on these collections. And a really good place to look for that kind of stuff right now is Promo Only As I Like Music, where what you can do is if you buy in bulk initially, you can download for as little as 77 cents a download if you buy in bulk. So if you're going to download 500 tracks, if you pay in advance for that, the price goes down. The more downloads you buy at a time, the less money it's going to cost you. So that could be a really good way to start cultivating a collection as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and ask other DJs. I mean, we know what the Platinum Collection is. I don't think anyone under 45 knows what the Platinum Collection is.
Probably not.
That was a great set.
And if you got your hands on it, let's say I have the Mobile Beat Top 400. that was given to me on the boats by the company. They go, here, we have this collection of music. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, 90% of what I played came off those 25 CDs.
Well, there was another one that came out, I think it was about 15 years ago in England, called the Essential Series.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's really good.
Was it like platinum?
I have it. It's fantastic.
Platinum was 100 disc set, wasn't it?
40.
No.
Platinum was 40.
No, there was a one that was 100 disc set.
I don't know that one.
What do you need?
Unless there was a platinum.
I remember the platinum one. Yeah, I remember the platinum. I remember DJ Tools, but there was one. I think it was NGR or something like that. But it was
NRG or whatever.
Yeah, it was 100 disc set, and it came with a book. It actually came with a book, and it was by artists. It had artist year, artist title, year, and BPM. And you had that book. Somebody asked you something, you could just look it up in the book and be like, "Oh, it's on disc 45."
But, yeah, Mobile Beat 400 had that by year, BPM. They didn't have key, but they had artist, label, title,
what disc it was on.
Yeah, what disc it was on.
Yeah,
and the track number.
Yeah,
those saved all of our butts when trying to get back catalog.
Oh, huge!
Especially when we all went digital, from records or whatever to digital. And just to lighten the load, even if we were all using CDs and we had what we needed, it was cool to take 40 CDs that replaced a case or two of discs that we had to carry with us to have all that music. It was consolidation, which was a big deal back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I carried around Sheryl Crow's Tuesday Night Music Club to every gig for 10 years, or whatever, not 10 years, but, several years, for all I want to do is have some fun. All I got to do is get rid of that disc because it's now on the collection.
Right.
With a bunch of other songs that I really like. So I'm saving space with consolidation. But, yeah, okay. So let's say you don't know your music. You don't know your old back catalog stuff. Would streaming be an option just to kind of see what's hot and then make your purchasing decisions from there?
I think streaming works well when you're searching it. I've never relied on it. And I'm not even sure if Tidal has it. I'm sure they have like popular categories. In fact, I know they do. But, I know Spotify more so has that where it's like, hey, here's our top Billboard-ish hits. I think it's just like if I did a gig with your music, I would have to stop every track and think, what do I want to play? And then see if he has it. Versus you look at your music and go, I'm going to go look in this area because I know it's got all this, and I might pick one or two.
Right.
That's the challenge with streaming. It tends to be, I just found out I need this, and good, I have it. Versus, I have Tidal turned on. It becomes like the track you need, not the music you think you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's less about I've got 28 million songs and more about if I don't have what I need on my hard drive, I can look at Tidal and see if they have it. So I can't say a new DJ. You'd still have to figure out what you wanted. You'd have to sit there and go, okay, I'm doing background. Let me type, I know, I'll do this track.
Well, I was thinking more like you kind of learn as you go, because I remember when I first started doing mobile stuff, there were tracks that were very popular that were not on my radar, but they got there really fast because people were asking for them, like Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf.
I know it's one of your favorite songs.
I had the Bat Out of Hell album, but I never listened to that track because it was just an album track that I didn't care about.
Also 9 minutes long.
Yeah. It's a commitment, so you really get.
So this is an important track. So, yeah, I mean, as people request things, you kind of get an idea of what might be popular and what might not be popular. That's why I was thinking the streaming would come in handy that way.
It would. And if you did it for 6 months, I know you initially said a year.
Well, whatever it is.
But 6 months in, your DJ playing service, your program, whatever you use, Virtual or Serato, is going to keep a history of your sets that you can go back to, and it'll say played from C drive, played from Tidal, played from.
Right.
You can see how many times you could just highlight all the ones in Tidal like, geez, if this one came up like 8 or 9 times, maybe I should go to Amazon and buy this one, or
Right.
so you don't have to keep doing it. And that's how you narrow the search. The one-offs, you get asked for the song one time in 6 months, and it's from 1970. It might not be essential. You could probably, if you put $500 aside, you could probably pull 250 songs that would cover you completely from 50 to 90.
I think you're right. I think if you buy carefully. Having said that, there are songs that I play once every few years that are so damn essential for the gigs that they're at. They're the right song. And I don't play them at every gig, but the gigs I play them at, they're a must. And it's good to have those too. And I think if you have any aptitude for this at all, you're going to figure that out eventually.
If they want Snow Informer, you better have it.
Yeah, right.
But it's on the same CD as Tony, 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 and like 5 other songs. It's on one of those MTV Club CDs I have.
Sure. Yeah. The compilations are fantastic if you can find them. They're really good. What's cool about those, what I always thought was neat about those, I don't know if any of you experienced this as well. I think John has. We've talked about this. Back in the old days, you'd buy a compilation CD because you saw, like, let's say there were 20 tracks on it, just for a number. You saw 4 songs you had to have that were on there. Right. So you bought the compilation for 4 songs. Now, there's 16 other songs on there that you could take or leave, but because they're there, you give them a try, and all of a sudden it's like, I didn't know I need this, but here it is, and I have it already. Has that happened to you guys?
Yes.
Happened to me all the time.
Wait, I think it was the Blue Jack Jams. I bought it for I just started reading the list, and by the time I got home, I didn't realize like track 18 was Come on Ride the Train. I'm like, oh, I got this on here too? Right. I had a record that skipped, and I was like, oh, awesome. This is better now.
Yeah, I have that one, and I think I got it for Shout. But ended up, it had 2 Unlimited, it had Quad City, it had a bunch of other stuff, and I'm like, oh, I could totally play this. You know?
So, well, I really wasn't thinking about playing, I don't know, whatever it happens to be. Some Depeche Mode song, Bizarre Love Triangle. I wasn't really thinking about playing that, but I guess I have it. We'll give it a try. Wow, this really works, because I already had it, and why not? Happened to me all the time. It's just like you're being opportunistic at that point. I have it, I might as well try it. I wouldn't have gone out and bought it, but let's give it a try, and wow, what a winner it is. And then all of a sudden, you've got a signature track. You know, that was the fun thing about not just buying download singles. That was the fun thing about buying the compilations, or even albums for that matter. There were so many times that I'd buy an album for like a song that I really wanted, and then come to find out this other song that was on the album was really the banger that everybody wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The compilation are really, you don't see them today the way you used to.
No.
And it's sad. I mean, I've got 3 I Love Disco comps that I think compile probably the majority of what I play in the disco realm when it comes to play what they know, because it's just the bangers. I mean, it's the Casey and Sunshine. It's, you know, Chic. It's a Michael Jackson track. It's this. It's that. Peter Brown.
It's all no-fail tunes. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Donna Summer stuff. So you're fine on it, but I think the difficulty for us, or at least for me, speaking alone, is that sense of, oh man, I better get both of these because I might need these. Like I would struggle if I had to replace my music, because I just am so accustomed to having much more than I need, that the thought of streamlining to me is like, are you kidding? You don't want me to have Pantera, Cemetery Gates? It's going to come up at some wedding. They're going to say, tell me you have Pantera, Cemetery Gates.
Let's go ahead and
go there. Darkest Hour by Megadeth. I do.
Let's go ahead and go there for a minute, because this was something that we brought up earlier. I don't want to burn, I need to burn some time because we're only like a half hour in, but at any rate, let's go there. Too much music.
No such thing.
I agree.
Very easy to have too much music.
I think
organized. If you have it organized, you'd be all right.
See, I'm kind of with you on that, John. I feel like that I personally, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I have too much music. And the reason I say that is because, well, John, you and I were going through the Topics USA stuff year by year. And we ended up with just I don't know, maybe 30 songs for the whole
I know
year.
but we synced up on a few of them. Like, oh yeah, I know that one. Oh yeah, and then there was one I knew, and then there was one you knew. I'm like, no, I never heard that.
Right.
And we found some new songs going through it. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we both ended up with 45 when we thought we were going to walk away with 30. But
Still, that was out of thousands.
yeah, that was an entire year of top hits.
When I look at my
Disc by disc.
screen,
Yeah.
when I look at my screen and I see a bunch of stuff that isn't like in my lexicon, it's not helpful.
Mhm.
If I know the music that I have, and I have a lot of it, that's one thing. But if I have no idea what these tracks are, no one's going to want to hear them. I've never listened to them. I've got too much music. It's clutter, and I don't think it does us any good. We're hoarding at that point.
But I
And
think that's part of being a good DJ is knowing that, no, I've never played Lil Pump at an event, but I know I'm going to eventually get an event where someone's going to go, you got a Lil Pump? And I'm going to go, as a matter of fact, I do.
well, it's
YG. Never played YG, except at this one party every year where the same guy gets wasted and comes up and goes,
Yeah.
yo, guy, hook me up with some YG. And I hit play, and the guy goes, man, you're mind reader. I'm like, no, not really, dude. You've been doing this to me for like 5 years.
well, I think you're kind of there's a line between having a good comprehensive collection of music, even if you're not playing all the stuff every week, and having just a ridiculous amount of stuff that you're never gonna need.
Never's a weird word in
Music Club.
music.
That was
Okay.
a mighty long time.
Sheryl Crow's Tuesday Night Music Club.
Right.
Familiar with it?
Yes, I am.
Know it well.
What song did you play off of that?
I play the first track on the second
All I
side.
want to do.
A
All I wanna do is have some
B-side.
All I
fun.
do is big.
Is there any reason to have the other tracks ripped into your computer?
Probably not.
Okay.
Until you show up at the gig and Cheryl walks in and wants to hear anything
Cheryl does
but.
not want to hear her own songs.
She just might, though.
No, you don't
I'm
do that.
just saying.
Okay.
Better have some Joni Mitchell then. Hope you got more than just Taxi.
Well,
Yeah, there's
But that's the thing, and I agree. And I look at my collection and go, "This is insane, dude. You have way, way, way more than you need." But the fear, I don't know what the term is to describe the fear.
hoarding.
It's the fear. It's
No.
not.
no, it's not.
No, I don't
it's
think
not
it's hoarding.
No.
It's the fear of I'm going to get rid of all this crap I don't need. It's like Pulse said this the other day. He's like, when I moved from Serato to Record Box, I moved what I needed. I got 3,000 songs on my hard drive. I've done 5 weddings. They all crushed. I'm like, with 3,000 songs, that's it? He
sure.
goes, yeah. If I needed something else, I would have just gone to streaming. I'm like,
Yeah.
what kind of voodoo black magic are you talking about, son?
He's right. And he's the one who called me out on it first. He's the one who called me a music hoarder. And I'm like, you know what?
Oh yeah,
Go
no,
pound
because
sand,
he's
buddy.
he's very into. He's the guy at the end of the year that looks at his played list, and then looks at what didn't get played and makes
And gets
critical
rid of it.
delete decisions.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, yeah, maybe you didn't play it this year or in the last 30, but I'm telling you, that weird Don McLean B-side track is eventually going to come up.
It's going to show up on
You're
Stranger
going
Things,
to
and you're not
be-
going to have it.
Yes.
Look,
Who
3,000
didn't
is
have any
pretty
Kate
light.
Bush? I got Man with a Child in His Eyes. Let me tell you, if a Kate Bush fanatic shows up at my event, I got them covered.
So Jay's argument is you can never have enough music. My
I
argument
don't
is
think so.
You
I
absolutely can.
But I
You
think
have clutter.
Damon is with me on this. No,
Here's one thing.
as long as it all fits on the hard drive, who cares?
Right. I haven't played a Judas Priest song in over 15 years, but I have it.
I'm surprised
Right.
you played one in 15 years.
But it's reasonable to assume that you may play a Judas Priest song.
Oh, I don't know. With Damon?
That's right. Look at me, man. And the only reason why I played it, the only reason why I played it, I got booked at a bar, and I was like, as I was walking in, the door guy said, "Do you have any Judas Priest?" I said yes. He said, "DJ booth is over there." I was like, if I would have said no, I probably would have been like, "You got to go."
There's
Don't look at me like I got 4 heads. You're the guy who is into Rock Lobster, so it's not that weird that you'd play Judas Priest.
But I haven't
Leonard
played
Idaho
Judas
is
Priest in
my go-to.
but the argument is too much music. I haven't played Judas Priest in 15 years.
But you know the artist Judas Priest and you know the music. That's what I'm saying. Are you familiar with it? If you're familiar with it and you know it, that's one thing. But I mean,
This is what's changed the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what this has on it? I know for a fact. I know a gentleman who lives back east. This has 86,000 songs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? 86,000 in one genre. This is just rock. Like, you think I'm kidding? We'll talk offline.
Oh no, I don't think you're kidding. There's a
That's
lot of
one
rock
drive.
songs.
So here's the deal. If you were to play one song back to back, I mean, we're talking probably a year's worth of music there. But when this is Damon and I bet I'm going to speak for Damon. The reason you can carry this lightweight little piece of aluminum and whatever else with way too much music is because when they do ask for it, you know you have it.
Yep.
And I'll say this in the nicest way I can. I don't hunt, so I have no point of reference to describe what it's like to go hunting. But I have to think, if you can only hunt and take one deer, you're probably bringing more than one bullet. And that's how I look at music. I'd bring 100 bullets to get one deer. I'm going to bring 100,000 songs to do the gig, because if I can't get online and I can't stream and you ask for something obscure, I need to go into my huge, vast collection and go, I'm really sorry, I don't have that track, but I have this.
You know, John had mentioned earlier in the video, he was talking about the best of the 50s. And John mentioned it specifically. There's songs from the 50s. In 2025, I'm willing to bet that if I only had the right 10 songs from the 50s on my hard drive, I'd be good for the rest of my life.
At this day and age, at 2025,
Today, yeah, I agree.
you probably can do a top 20 from the 1950s, the decade, and you'd be fine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree.
And that's, well, really, that's only a 5-year, rock and roll is 55.
Yeah.
So you're only looking from like 55 to 60,
Yeah.
you know, and you got it.
Just the juicy classics, 10 to 20 all day.
The pickings were slim back then.
60s gets a little bit tougher.
60s, it kind of blew up, and now there's
60s
a
is
lot of
different.
artists, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of
you
genres.
got different
and
genres,
Yeah,
and
there's a
rock
lot
and
going on.
folk and acid and
Most of the stuff that you get from
craziness.
these will be Elvis songs.
Mhm.
And then you're
From
going
the
to have
50s?
a Bill Haley. Yeah. Then you're going to have most of your
Chuck
songs.
Berry.
If you went
Yeah.
small,
Okay.
if
Little
you went
Richard.
20 songs, most of your
Carl
songs are Elvis songs.
Perkins. Yeah.
And then you're going to have, you know, maybe a Buddy Holly song. You're going to have
You'd have a Ricky Nelson in
You're going to
there.
have. You don't need Ricky Nelson.
You don't need, but it wouldn't be the worst thing to have.
Ricky
It's
Nelson was in the 50s
representation
anyway.
of the 50s.
Okay, so La Bamba was 80s. That doesn't count because you don't need the Richie Valens version. You need
Was
the
Cliff Richard there? I'm
They
sure
do
Cliff
the
Richard
low
was there.
slow
Cliff Richard was there, but it doesn't matter in the U.S.
But see, again, he makes
Every
a valid
decade.
point. What if you have somebody, it's like, and this came up a
Go
couple weeks
home
ago.
and listen to your songs at home.
No.
Snare track. Yeah.
Robbie Williams, who I can name 2, 3, maybe 4 songs by.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. I don't know his catalog. I don't
we're not British.
care.
Yeah.
I'm not British.
That's-
But I know that I have Angel.
Right.
I have Millennium because it was
know.
on it. Now That's
Yeah.
Music. I have
Yep.
Angel. I have like the DJ or rock.
Rock DJ.
Rock DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, that's what those are the 3 I have.
Those
in
are
the hopes
three,
that
those
I
are
get
only
a
three you
Brit.
need anywhere.
Right, but in the hopes that I get a Brit one night and I drop Angel and they lose their ever-loving mind.
No, that's cool. You have those 3 songs, and I bet you could go anywhere in the world and get by with those 3 songs.
What I think would be good to do with either the remainder of this or on another show would
Yeah.
be to go through and name super groups that everyone knows, but then kick it down to what each of us thinks are their top 5 you need to have. Like if I said Queen,
Okay.
what do you have to have in the way of
Jay wants to
5
change
Queen
the topic.
songs? No, I'm asking.
No,
We
I'm
can
good
do a whole
with
show
it.
on this. We
Let's
can do a
do
whole
it.
show on this. Because we can do an
Let's do
hour.
it.
It's easy.
We got a half hour. We can do this.
Okay, so let's start with Queen. So let's see, just, we have to all be in agreement. I think we're all in agreement you need to have Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to have Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to have We Are the Champions
And we will
Thumbs
rock
up.
you.
With the We Will Rock You lead in.
with the We Will Rock You, so we're going to count that as 1.
Yep.
I think you have to have "Don't Stop Me Now."
I think you're
Play
right.
it more than anything.
I think you're right.
And then, believe it or not, the one that's starting to gain traction over the last few years is "Fat Bottom Girls."
It is. It's getting
Now,
traction.
Eric brings up track 6, which is valid as hell. Another one bites the dust.
That's the mobile DJ staple right there.
Exactly. So
If you
now,
had to have one Queen song, you'd have Another One Bites the Dust because it's a crowd move.
of all of them, yes,
It's not
that would be the one you could
Jersey
have.
ballad. Yeah.
But you could get away with 5, 6 of those tracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's completely disputing the rest of their lineup of amazing songs.
Okay, so we've done Queen. Throw us another one.
Let's do the Stones.
Oh,
Got to have "Start Me Up."
Might have to give him 10.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't it funny you start on a song in the 80s and you totally skip over the 60s and the 70s and Start Me Up as your pick number one?
That would be my, well, as far as ones I play more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know they don't even play Brown Sugar anymore? They won't play Brown Sugar live.
well, Brown Sugar is a mobile DJ staple.
It is. Satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have that.
God, I don't think I've ever played Satisfaction as a mobile DJ.
Really? I have.
No.
For like the
No.
older rock crowd?
No. No.
I played same night I'm playing CCR.
No.
Miss You, like Eric said.
Miss You.
And Emotional Rescue are more the disco Stones.
Emotional Rescue.
Yeah, Emotional Rescue.
Great
would be
track,
good.
and again, this is where it starts to get like, well, I haven't played that, but I've played this. I've played Some Girls.
The Stones is tough. I mean, yeah. Honky Tonk Woman, I've played a lot.
Great song. Right Crowd, great song. Jumpin' Jack Flash, great song.
Yes,
I don't
I've
think
played that. That
Okay.
one I've played.
But see, this is where now it's going to separate us by region because I haven't. I think it's a great song, but I've never played Jumpin' Jack Flash.
I've also played Bitch.
See, I have not.
I've
But
played
again,
Bitch.
my crowds, the inbreeding, things are different. It's not, you break it down in the barns,
I don't know.
My
Rolling
favorite
Stones-
Stone song, I've never played at a gig, and that is Give Me Shelter. I've
Yeah,
never
that one
played it
I
out,
haven't been
but I
either.
love it.
Okay.
And this is where it becomes very great.
I'd love to play Angie at a gig, but I've never done it.
No.
I love that track.
I like Wild
It's a
Horses
beautiful
too,
song.
but it's just
Wild Horse is a beautiful song.
Yeah. I've done Wild Horses. I've done Bitch. I've done Honky Tonk Woman. Start Me Up, of
What
course.
was the gig that you suddenly looked down at your deck and said, you know what would kill right now? Bitch.
Yeah.
Was it a wedding?
No, it was a lounge gig I was doing when I was about 18 years old. And they loved it. They loved it.
You read the room and said, okay, this will work.
Did.
And it did. That's
Oh,
awesome.
it killed.
This is
It
my best
killed.
choice. This is my best
Did you
Stones
follow
pick.
it with Elton John, The Bitch Is Back?
Yeah.
No. I don't know but yeah.
Probably would have.
Bitch was in rotation for me for a minute.
What kind of cabaret show you
It's a good
doing?
rocker. It's got a lot of energy to it.
I think it becomes more and more challenging because you look at personal versus
Name a
knowledge.
huge Rolling Stone song, just for the hell of it.
Name what?
I'm not a big Rolling Stone fan.
You know? Yeah. They're picking me, even though I'm not on camera. But you know the Rolling Stones? Give me a big hit.
I'm sorry, folks. Due to the FCC ratings and changes in frequencies, we're now getting some sort of a frequency influx.
I don't know. I like it.
I'm going to say Beast of Burden, just for the hell of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I played that one.
That.
Thank you, anonymous person on the pirate radio show.
You qualify for a T-shirt. Yeah.
That was a call.
EURDON, right?
You're on the air.
All right. I
That
got
was
it. Let's just see.
WLOWEL.
Eric, we can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Turn your radio down.
Can we have a turn your radio down, please?
To the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, the level of production here should really influence you as to making any and all decisions based on what we say.
This is Punk TV, guys.
Yeah, for career
Yeah.
choice. Get into
It's
real
about
estate.
DJ stuff,
Don't be
not
a
about being
DJ.
pretty.
We're talking about the
This is a
past,
Look at Me
and
show.
this is how it used to go.
Right. Kill it.
Well, it's like I love Aerosmith, obviously, and the reality is you probably need Walk This Way, Dream On, and
something from the
honestly,
90s, 2000s.
Dude looks
something
like a
like that.
lady.
Love in the elevator.
yeah, Loving an Elevator. Or
Don't
Dude
want to
Looks
miss
Like
a
Lady.
thing for first dances.
Sweet Emotion.
Do you know the one I used to play the hell out of? Like a lot? Believe it or not, for years I played Pink all the time. That song killed for me.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Good bartend.
So is the one that's like that was obviously written by oh God, my brain.
Chuck Berry?
Desmond Child.
Oh.
Jaded.
Jaded.
It's so blatantly not one of their tracks,
Right.
but it's got that very pop forward, almost Cheap Trickish.
And Don't Want to Miss a Thing is almost like a wedding song.
It is.
That became a classic wedding track.
Dan Warren.
You know.
It's just
Diane Warren songs, right?
Diane
kudos
Warren
to her.
song, yeah. I've got it by
Sounds like
Mark
our-
Chestnut as well. If you get the
Yep.
country bride and groom that want to hear it, you can play the Don't Want to
Yep.
Miss a Thing by Mark Chestnut.
You need to get a
Well,
little
I
twang.
mentioned a good band. Talk about a band with a great catalog that you don't need much from. Cheap Trick. I Want You to Want Me.
Live.
Flame. It's got to be live, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Flame.
It doesn't have to be live.
No, Flame can be studio.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Surrender.
Dream
It's on Guardians of the
Police,
Galaxy.
Surrender.
Surrender.
There's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're leaving so much behind.
But for the common folk, they know those four.
They know
You
those
know what
four.
was hot back in the 80s from Cheap, or maybe it was the 90s, I don't remember. But their remake of Elvis Presley's Don't Be Cruel was really
Yeah,
hot.
that did
both
well for them.
guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, for mobile guys, it was a good one.
Yeah.
Played a
Because it
lot.
had that throwback
Right,
vibe
it's
to
two
it.
birds, one stone. Cheap Trick fans and Elvis people. You made them both happy. So,
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play? I tried playing it. I just didn't like it, so I kept it off the decks. Was when Elvis had that a little more conversation.
A little, is that Junkie XL?
Junkie XL,
Yes.
yep. Yeah, I played
Oh,
it. I played that
Yeah,
one.
I got a lot of play out of that one.
Did you really? Okay.
It was a big hit over in the UK.
Yeah.
And,
well,
you can sneak it into the same sets that you're sneaking in your clubby EDM kind of stuff. You can play it. It's kind of
I
fun.
didn't. I'm going back to the boats pretty hard because that's when I was DJing 5, 6, 7 nights a week,
Yeah.
and it was just you always had a new crowd in front of you, and I just when hits would come like that, you'd be like, I got to play this. It's new. I mean, in the last 20 years, it was Justin Timberlake and Bruno Mars were the only two times that I can remember seeing something on a Wednesday like, oh, there's this new song, Uptown Funk. I have to play it this weekend, and investigating and going, oh, wow, I'm going to play that this weekend, and it killing.
Yeah.
Same with Can't Fight the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. It's like, oh, this is a banger. I got to
Can't Stop
play
the
this
Feeling.
on Saturday. Can't stop. No, I like his Can't Fight the Feeling. It's a real
This
I don't
is
know
a
if you
lot
have it.
better. I like
I
that.
remember-
Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon jumped in. And
Well, let me throw one out.
You remember being DJs when you played that song before anybody knew it, and you're like, yeah, I know this is going to be a hit. I know it, and the room was
Giving you that
the
look.
room was just not. They're like, what is? It took an end.
You feel like Marty McFly after the guitar
Like I
solo.
just came from the future to show you something that you're going to love forever, and they're just
He
looking
just
at
did the
it. They're
Johnny
like,
B. Good guitar solo, and everyone's looking at him like he's nuts. And he's like,
they're not ready.
you're not ready for your kids are going to love it.
And then 3 months,
Yeah.
then you play it at every gig forever. And that happens. All right,
Well-
sorry to cut you off. Go
Well, the
ahead.
rule of thumb when you wanted to break a record, you play it at the beginning of the night, and then towards the end of the night. You do it twice a night,
Yeah.
and then by like the 4th or 5th night, people are asking for it.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not always some are first listen songs, but a lot of them aren't. They got to kind of grow on you.
yeah.
How about, and I mentioned him earlier, Elton John. What do you got to have from Elton John?
Tiny Dancer.
You got to have I'm Still Standing.
See, I love that track. I never play it, though.
Oh, everybody starts toe tapping. That gets me out of dinner and starting to get some energy going.
I think you
He's
got
beating it,
I think you got to have your song.
Your song and karaoke.
Yeah.
Crocodile Rock. All right. Like, we're talking about mobile DJs here.
Even Elton
Crocodile
hates
Rock.
that song.
Yeah, I don't play it.
Even he's not a fan of that one.
It's got energy, though.
It does.
yeah,
That's
but-
good.
That's his track with energy.
So does I'm Still Standing.
For, like, one of Jay's birthday parties, they probably really enjoy that.
No, they'd be like, what are you doing, dude? Play like it's your
It's
song.
boomer music.
Something big.
Like I said, for me, it had to be Benny and the Jets, because
Oh, I love that track.
Yeah.
after Auntie had too much Hennessy,
That's at the
she
barbecue.
was
That was a
gonna
good
start.
slowdown.
She was gonna start singing and having a good time.
There you go.
So
Okay, Michael Jackson. You got, what, 5 songs? What 5 songs do you need from Mike?
Billie
PY
Jean, PYT,
Don't stop till you get
Don't
enough.
Stop.
Yeah.
There, I'm done. That's my 3. I don't play anything else. What else do you guys play? I never
Working.
play Beat It. I keep hearing DJs
No.
saying they're playing
never
Beat
played
It.
Beat It.
I'm like, Beat It at an event?
Okay, what did you say? What if you starting something PYT and Billie Jean, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Billie
Nobody-
Jean,
and then-
PYT.
Nobody does working day and night?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Working day and night.
No. I'm not saying we don't know it. I'm saying
No,
don't
Damon
play
is
it.
saying, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I will play that. Yeah.
Those are.
Would, but do you? I think this is more of what.
Yeah,
you
I've,
play.
yeah.
Yeah, you music order.
Yeah, I will play
That's
that.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. I'm not
Absolutely.
saying it's bad. I'm saying I right now don't play.
I
that.
don't need a lot of Michael Jackson, but those four, yeah, absolutely.
I go with Eric though. I like rock with you, but it's one of those weird tempo tracks that's hard to.
well, Off the Wall is like that too.
Yeah, it's a weird tempo.
Yeah, it's a
about-
down
it's about
tempo
me.
song.
It's slow.
Another one that I play a lot from Michael is Butterflies,
Yeah.
because it's a stepping song, so it gets a lot of play here.
Just do Step in the Name.
And then you do ABC. You got to kind
Yeah.
of.
I think you got to rock.
Maybe
band
Rock
once in
and
a while.
Robin, and you're done.
Nah.
And you're worried about boomers like me? Dude, who are you DJing for? What
Rock and
90-year-old nursing home are you working?
I've never
Rock
played
and
Ben.
Robin.
They're working.
No,
They're
Rock
working
and
day
Robin.
and
I
night.
never played that either.
Never played what?
Ben or
Never played
Rock.
Rock and Robin?
Never
Also,
played
the
Ben.
50
Never played Rock and Robin?
I've never played it.
What's cool about Rock and Robin is it gets grandma up and it gets like the little kid up because it's about a bird and that's at that certain. It's stupid, but it is.
cheesy, but it works. Yeah. And it's short. See, mercifully, it's
It's
over.
very short.
2.5 minutes. If you drop the bad one, then it's over and you're out.
I haven't played in years, but
Oh, yeah, I've
it
done
used
that.
to work really well for that. So
Well, let's hit Brian's favorite one, Prince.
No.
What songs
you don't need that many Prince songs.
Kiss.
Oddly enough, you don't need that many.
You know what does well that, believe it or not, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I know why it does well because it's just too gosh darn catchy, is Raspberry Beret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets a reaction. People like it.
it does.
Always.
You're right.
I still get
Once
a lot
in a
of
while,
traction.
Let's
a lot
Go
of-
Crazy.
Yeah.
You never play Purple Rain.
I don't do Let's Go Crazy. I would die for you more than Let's Go Crazy.
Okay, here's my list. Of course, you got to have Kiss, whether you want to have it or not.
Yeah.
Erotic City.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
I still get a lot of traction out of that song.
Yeah.
Pussy Control.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
See, David and I are like
It still
long
works
lost
for me.
brothers. He gets it.
It still works for me. So,
So now you're
still
telling me the
works.
people at your age at home are deaf too because they don't know what they're listening to.
Eric's right. Let's go
Pussy
crazy.
Control.
That's a great one to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned that. It's,
Good
I
energy.
think Head's a good one.
wait a second.
1999 would be
99.
way before.
You know what's
that.
funny is I've had requests for that in the last couple of years. Do you have 1999 by Prince? I'm like, yeah, we played it 25 years ago.
It's really
done.
You actually played it closer to.
But then you
45
realize,
years
like,
ago.
oh, they want it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's a good song.
I got to butt in for a second. You would play Head over P Control?
Right.
And I like Head. Don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah.
that song. But it seemed like P Control would get more traction than Head.
Yeah, but see, is that at a club gig, not at a
Yeah.
wedding.
At a bar.
No, not at, see, I'm approaching it from a wedding. This would explain a lot because I'm coming
shock
from the
factor.
wedding
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah.
I'm not coming from the like.
Well,
Hey,
that
let's
was
do
huge
P
at
Control.
weddings, like after 11 o'clock for a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's
Erotic
I made my own edit of it.
Erotic City, right. That's
Yeah,
it.
Erotic City. And then you
Erotic
come
City,
down by
absolutely.
going into Jefferson Starship, but you got to do Marty Ballin, but the long version. That's the only real good version.
Oh, gee. Oh,
Getting a
no.
reaction out of B-Red tonight, I'll tell you.
Being mean.
I'm sorry. I just,
Not going-
I just
not
had to
down
butt
with
in
that.
on that one.
No, it's okay. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
Yeah, I could see a bar P control working. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's the area that I come from more than I do from the wedding end. So,
Well, here, this will tell you everything about the bars you guys work. Either of you ever play Two Live Crew?
yeah.
Been a while.
Okay.
Long time.
You play
been a while.
face down or do you play horny?
I play.
Because in a
Hoochie
club,
Mama.
it's more face down.
I play Hoochie Mama, Move Something. Every now and then we want some P. Yeah, face down.
Yeah. That's what I get requested. Like the drunk bridesmaid, when I tell her I don't have Easy E bust a nut, then she's like, "Do you have face down?" But and I'm like, "No, you got to play WAP." And that's when Mom comes in and goes, "Do you have WAP?" I'm like, "Sure." Here. And I give her the headphones and I put it on. I go,
Listen to
"Here,
it first. Yeah.
this is what you're gonna," and I'm gonna credit you with having me play it. And their eyes bug out of their head and go, "Absolutely not." I'm like, "Thought so."
Yeah.
Yep.
Thought so. Yeah, it was funny until I said,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell them you wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
And then everyone around here is just going to hate you for the rest of your life. So I'm going to catch crap in the comments for that remark. No matter what.
You're so
No, you're
good.
not.
No, Mom.
can't
Go
help
back
it.
to the table. Go back to the
You
table.
can't help
the
it.
DJ won. The DJ won. DJ knows best. Trust the DJ.
It's all right.
And that's okay.
Brian, you got an artist we got to pick a top 5 from?
I don't think Debbie Gibson has that many hits.
No. Shut up.
Brian's good
Damn.
at this.
Damn.
I'm going to tell her to call you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just tell her that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell her that.
I'll take a phone call from Debbie.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
It's Deborah.
John mentioned before, I don't know if it was on air, Bob Seger.
Yeah.
What are you going to play? Other than old time rock and roll, what would you play?
I fall into Hollywood Nights, man. I love that track.
Good energy. I like that one.
Turn the Page once in a while gets played.
What about
Get the right
yeah.
crowd. Turn the Page works.
I just heard Shakedown today on the radio.
Oh, I just played
Rock and Summer of the 80s.
I played that Sunday. I played that
That's a good
Sunday
track.
at the Flag Day Festival. I played that in between.
That's a good track.
I used to do Hollywood Nights at the State Fair a lot.
Yeah, Hollywood Nights is a great song.
Yeah.
Well, John Cougar, outside of Pink
was just
Houses,
thinking about
Jack and
John
Diane.
Cougar.
Yeah.
We're in Americana right now.
If I had
Pink
to pick my
Houses,
Pink houses.
Heard
Jack
So
and
Good,
Diane.
Jack and Diane, Crumbling Down's got to be on that list.
That's a good song.
a great
I forgot
song.
about
Gotta be
that
on that
track.
list.
That's a good
Yeah,
song.
everybody
He didn't
forgets
write
about
it.
it, but it's
He didn't write
really
it.
good.
It don't sound like him, but it's him.
It's really good.
It is a good song.
It's
And the
the
video.
only
Yeah.
track on All that you need to worry about. Actually, I think Pink Houses is on that too.
You play Hurts So Good? You play that?
Yeah, we had
Heard So
that.
Good, Jack and
That's what we got.
Diane.
Pink Houses, Crumbling Down.
Yeah. RLCK in the USA.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That's safe. Yeah. Here's your 5. Easy.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
I mean, he did some other stuff too. You could do the first one. I Need a Lover. I mean,
Authority song.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Authority song's good.
I think it's on Aha as well. I keep saying there's nothing else on Aha. There's tons of good stuff on Aha. Crumbling Down's my favorite. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love that track. I always have. When it came out, I was like, yes, and I still dig it.
See, this is the disconnect. Well, this is not the separation between me and a lot of you guys. Back then, I was buying all 12-inch singles. All my records were 12-inch singles. I wasn't buying whole albums.
Okay.
So I missed
Well, I
out
was
on a
buying
lot.
mostly singles too, but the albums, sometimes you got value for it.
Yep.
The one that just comes to mind off the top of my head, Genesis came out with their self-titled album. That's all hit. Fine.
Right.
It's fine. And then I think Taking It All Too Hard hit, and it's fine. And a couple of other songs on that album hit, and they were fine. But then they came out with Just a Job to Do, and I'm like, I gotta have it. So I bought the album and got all these other songs that were fine as bonus tracks that I grew to love.
Right.
So it was value in buying the record. If you had more than, 1 or 2 songs on it.
There you go.
I
I
remember
bought Cap Band's Party Train. I bought that record for it. I ended up getting Oops Upside Your Head early in the morning. And it just,
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, everything on this record is just on fire. Everything
The other
is
one
good.
that got me was, really got me, was Bobby Brown's Don't Be Cruel. Because I think I finally, caved. Don't Be Cruel, I thought it was a good song. But my prerogative, I had to have it as a DJ.
Yeah.
But then how many damn singles were on that album? It was the gift that kept on giving.
Mm-hmm.
So in that regard, it was cool. You got value for your money. When you're poor, that's what you got to do.
But back then, you look at the difference now. It's like, honestly, in this room, who has recently played Bobby Brown?
Oh, boy.
I don't think I've played Bobby Brown in 10 years.
I still do Prerogative.
I heard my prerogative, not me, but a DJ played it at a benefit gig probably 2 months ago that I was at. and it got a really good response.
But again, this is that learning curve of being a DJ that I get excited about, where I'm like, damn, I haven't played these artists in 10 years. I got to reevaluate. I know I have my prerogatives, but it's
Bar was
on that
jamming to
list
it.
of like, damn, I haven't played.
And you lived here. You
I
lived
play
here when it came out.
Poison like it is going out of style. Bell Biv DeVoe, Poison. That's almost almost every gig.
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's that.
Oh, yeah.
Honest to God, it's that 112, and it's a perfect transition from like the 109, 110 stuff.
Yeah.
You go a little old school with that, and then you open the floodgates for that 115 zone.
No, it's a
But
cool
now
song, but it would just be like if you told me I play Heavy Duty and the Boys, now that we found love at every gig. I'm like, what?
I haven't
It's a
played
cool
that
song,
in a minute.
but I
It's a
haven't
cool
thought of it in a
song.
long time.
But you have to look at
But Poison does work. Like,
But look at the way Poison start out. It starts out so strong that dun 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 dun.
Right.
And people, when they hear that, you ain't even got to mix it. You just drop it straight from the beginning.
Right.
Yeah,
The barbecue staple.
And once they hear that, they just come running.
Yeah, the drums are starting, and then they're running to the dance floor. They didn't even start singing yet, and everybody's in front. Yeah,
Girls seem to like it. It's certainly an age group seems to like it. Younger people have picked up on it. Well, I was telling you, Colin's 19, and he's like, hey, do you know who Expose is? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's this kind of
rock, Dad.
No, he's like, what kind of music is this? This is dance music. I'm like, technically, it's what's called freestyle. Do you have other stuff? And I started dropping all this freestyle that I had. He's like, yeah, we love this stuff. And when he says we, he means him and his peers. So
His peers, yeah, sure.
17 to 21, and they've now found freestyle. So again, the cycle continues where we get to go back. So maybe my prerogative suddenly will end up on my replay as like, oh, shoot, I haven't done this in a minute. Let's drop it.
We're just into July.
Little step. That's much.
Yeah.
Roni.
Yeah.
We're
Roni's
just
a
into
slow
July, and I'm going to call it. It's freestyle summer. We have listened to nothing but freestyle all summer, and people are liking it and asking for it.
It's back.
It's back.
Yeah, big time.
And the freestyle station is very interesting. If you check it out, it's called Freestyle Dance on XM. It's internet only, but they'll play all kinds of things. Today I heard Sylvester's "You Make Me Feel Mighty Real" on it.
Great track.
Really? I love that
'cause
song.
It's not a freestyle song, but
It's an awesome song.
yeah.
I think they're matching the energy. It's like it's in that 112 to 120 zone that all the freestyle seems to land, and it's a good song, even though it's
Sylvester
It
kills.
was kind of a relaxed and groovy format. People were raw bass is welcome in this format. Totally not freestyle, but
It's freestyle adjacent.
yes, it's freestyle friendly.
Now, in the time we have, here's the question: talking about nothing but music and what you need from these artists. As Brian just commented, it's July, so we're 7 months into 2025. What are your top 3 2025 tracks? Not even top 5, top 3, because I don't think I can name them.
No.
Because I'm rocking Pink Pony like it just came out.
Pink Pony Club.
ARP like it just came out.
2 years ago.
I know, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
that one's not that old.
No. But I'm saying this is the difference between what we do for a living and what the world does. The world is fascinated with like, oh, this new song that we only get for 10 minutes. I think I told John, he's got a Ghost T-shirt on. Ghost released a #1.
Oh, this is Tequila,
Billboard.
but that's okay. But there is a band of the same name. This is just, it would be
Ghost.
cool if they,
They put out an album about 4 months ago, and it came out at #1 because Billboard bases chart position on pre-sale and sales. They sold like 226,000 units. That got them on to be #1. The next week they dropped to #4, and then the third week they dropped to #73 because the new chart experience is how much can you sell up front? And what I was telling John was the band Sleep Token, that no one in this room for $100 million could name a song. Sleep Token broke that by coming out with 236,000 units, hitting #1 2 weeks after Ghost, and within 2 weeks was out of the top 100. So music today is not served the same way it was.
Life at the top is a very short.
It is. But that's why I think when you look at what are you playing from 2025, I'm like, oh, I'm playing this new 2023 track because nobody figured out it was a hit then.
Yeah, people absorb music different than they used
But-
to.
Just,
They do, but does anyone have anything this year that they've leaned into?
What do you got,
and said,
Damon? Damon's been digging a lot.
Boots on the Ground is. It
Oh,
hasn't made it to
803?
J yet, but it's killing it.
Oh no, I got it in February.
Yeah, and
From a
it's killing
DJ in Mississippi who's like, "Do you have this?" And I'm like, "I've never heard of this." He goes, "Oh, this is the new wobble
Yep.
meets cha-cha slide meets Cupid shuffle." He's like, if you have this and you get the right crowd that goes to barbecues, you're going to blow up the dance floor. Or if you
Yeah.
get people from the South.
And it's get played at least 2 to 3 times a night.
Yeah. Yeah. 803 Boots on the Ground.
Yep.
I had that in February. And like I said, I talked to a barbecue DJ in Vegas. I'm like, what are you playing in your neck of the woods? He goes, 803 Boots on the Ground. I'm like, what's that?
Mhm.
He goes, oh, check it. He gave me like 3 songs I'd never heard, and they were all line dances.
Yeah.
Yep.
I said, where am I going to play this? Carnival Cruise? Oh, too soon? Oh, I'm the bad guy now? Oh, I'm the bad guy now?
There are people on with boots.
So actually, you will grab their attention for the whole 5 minutes, and they'll behave.
Yeah. Okay, now you can leave. Oh,
Our
thank you.
show tonight is brought to you by DJ Event Planner. Thank you, DJ Event Planner, for being one of our channel sponsors. Learn more about them in the description of this video on YouTube. Good show, guys.
A lot of good info.
You can never have too much music. Good night.